So with the recent release of Bloober Team's remake of the classic horror game Silent Hill 2, I've been excitingly skeptical every step of the way. But with it all here now, all I can say is they did the damn thing. Truly. Bringing this iconic horror game back to life, sticking true to the original in a lot of ways, and only improving on it. Similar to how I kind of feel about the Capcom remakes of the Resident Evil series, which I also think is awesome, by the way. That's just my opinion. But this game delivers the scares, the eeriness, the tense atmospheres, and I love it. But before I get too far ahead of myself, let's go over some of the game, some of the great stuff it does, and some of the bad. So starting with the story, which you probably already know already if you played the original, but I feel like it's best to cover it at least just a little, especially reviewing the game in a video. But anyways, Silent Hill 2 follows James Sunderland, who receives a mysterious letter from his deceased wife, Mary. Drawn to the eerie town of Silent Hill, he embarks on a harrowing journey to uncover the truth behind her death. The narrative beautifully intertwines themes of grief, guilt, and psychological torment, making it not just a horror story, but kind of a profound exploration of the human psyche. This story is probably one of the big reasons this game has lived on in our heads and nightmares for the last 20 plus years. And the remake, as far as I've seen and played, it holds true to the original pretty close. I haven't noticed any changes, but that's probably because I was getting lost in the already amazing story. It's a great time, and one of, if not the best story in horror gaming history. At least it's up there, top 10 all-timer, it's a banger. Now the characters. The characters are the heart of Silent Hill 2, at least in the original, and this remake does do them justice. James is portrayed as a deeply flawed individual, grappling with his past. You got Angela, is kind of a tragic figure representing kind of abuse and trauma. It's all here. It's all great. And the addition of the nuanced voice acting, like the new voices, I didn't like them at first, along with some of the character models, but I quite like them now that I've had a chance to spend some time with it. It's not as bad as I thought. It's actually kind of in some ways better than the original. The facial animations give each character a new depth, allowing players to connect with their struggles in a way that feels both fresh and familiar. Like I said, I didn't like how the characters looked when I first seen the game, like when it was revealed, but again, upon playing it, I've actually come to really love how this game looks and sounds, especially in the character department. James looks amazing and sounds great. The voice actor did a great job. Even down to the monsters you come across in this game, they all look flawless in terms of character design, especially my boy. Which kind of brings me down to visually. Now visually, this remake is nothing short of breathtaking in a way, especially when you of course compare them to the original graphics back then, but the new graphics engine brings the town of Silent Hill to life like never before, in all the best ways. The fog and the just kind of run-down feeling of this town, the textures, just overall, the atmosphere create an immersive world that is as tense as it feels, and I absolutely love it. It feels oppressive and claustrophobic. The lighting effects are particularly impressive, casting unsettling shadows that'll play with your mind a little. Like, while the original looked creepy, I feel like it was more of the sound design that scared me the most, and in this remake, all I can say is it was a little bit of both to make a horrifying combo. The original was already eerie and creepy, but this remake really takes it to a whole new level, and it's amazing. Now on the sound design, kind of moving over there, I gotta say it's equally masterful. The haunting soundtrack along with the eerie sound effects just kind of amplifies the tension and dread that we're feeling, pulling us, the players, into James's nightmarish journey that he's going through. It's a true homage to the original soundtrack by, I don't know if I want to say his name because I always butcher names, but Akira, let me look at this, Yukira Yamaoka's? If I said that wrong, I'm sorry, shut the fuck up. But his original compositions are there just enhanced to suit kind of the modern sensibilities. Silent Hill has always had killer sound design, probably it's like the greatest thing from it, next to the story. But it doesn't stop there. It's amazing. The soundtrack is beautiful yet dreadful. The overall sound design mixed with the atmosphere is nothing short of a playable nightmare, and I personally just adore it. They really pulled it off in a big way, in that department especially. Now, where the improvements really show is the gameplay mechanics. The remake introduces several gameplay enhancements, from the improved combat, which in my opinion has always been really iffy with Silent Hill games. That's just how I feel. I feel like they did a really great job here. The puzzles are still great. They're intricate and they challenge your mind. And the core gameplay, I mean, it remains true to the original. I mean, these updates make the experience just smoother and more engaging, allowing both new players and veterans to enjoy the game. And as we know, the original could be rough at times in terms of gameplay, for me at least, but I mean, that's expected with a game from that era. In the remake, it's smoother and more accessible, still difficult in the areas it needs to be, but definitely a good way to smooth some of the classic's rougher edges. I think they did really great there, and that's probably what shines most, next to the visual department, obviously, and that's what needed the most improvement, and I think they really did a great job there. Now, I don't really have anything too bad to say, in my opinion. I just can't think of anything currently. Maybe it's that I'm horrible with recency bias, and I think that they did a really great job in, the department of bringing this game back to life. I mean, in conclusion, the Silent Hill 2 remake masterfully just brings that nostalgia. With innovation, though, is kind of what I was getting at. It respects the original and also breathes new life into it as a whole, with story and characters remaining nearly similar, but just remade, creating a compelling experience that resonates with both old fans and newcomers alike. At least that's what I think it's going to do. With stunning visuals, awesome sound design, and deep character exploration, the remake stands as a testament of the legacy of Silent Hill. And it makes me think that Silent Hill is back and here to stay. This series was very much kind of dead, but also very much missed, and I hope this is just a taste of what's to come. Even if we have to get a couple more remakes before a new title, personally, I'll eat that shit up if it's as good as I think Bloober Team did here with this classic. So for anyone looking for a chilling, kind of thought-provoking experience, especially if you haven't played the original, this remake is an absolute must-play. If I had to give it a ranking out of 10, I'm going to have to give it a heavy 9. Maybe I'm pretty generous with my rankings, I don't know, but I think it's amazing. Essentially perfect, but I don't want to shoot my mouth off just yet. But it's definitely what I think the series needed and deserved. So if you haven't played this title yet, whether you play the original or not, you really should give it a try. Now sadly, Silent Hill 2 is only available for the PS5 and PC, so if you do have that, definitely go play it and let me know what you think, because I think it's definitely worth the money and the time, if you will. So let me know what you think. We could talk Silent Hill in the comments below, but that's all I got for you today. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to share, like, and subscribe to see more of what I've done and what's to come. I would always love to have you, but anyways, thanks for coming, and thanks for watching.